So today previous class we have seen REST API read and uh, create operation we have completed. Now we will see delete and update operation. So generally deletion can be done by using ID. So ID of the item and update also same thing. Every list we generally have a ID. So based on the ID, the best way is based on the ID we can delete it. The reason is like it is unique in the list, and based on the ID, which by directly we have a operation. So I'll show you that how to do that. So I'm just creating. I'm taking JS file also. Okay, I'm just taking this as usual. So we have to change only JS file. I'll delete operation. jQuery CSS is common. And for delete, I'll just take ID and text box. There I'll take one button. All span is just for merging the data, and within that I'm just taking button. So are you clear till this? I'm just taking this. I will use this table for update purpose. For delete, I'm just taking one ID. And the text box. If I give the ID in text box, then submit or whatever, click on this button, it should delete it. So the remaining code we have to write it in delete click. That will write it in JS. Till here the functionality, you're okay with it?
Yes.
Okay. So again, I'll take same copy. Since my list name is same, I'm document.ready. I'll just take my ID. Delete movie details. I'm just calling that delete movie details. So before calling this function, I have to take the ID. So I'll use where txt id equal to jQuery. I'm writing ash. I'm taking this ID txt id dot value.
Yes.
The value of the text box I'm taking. So based on that, I mean ID, I have to pass that. So if I pass the value and within the delete button, I just need to, I mean, take it into REST API and delete it. So maybe I'll just write some condition like if txt id dot length, this must be length must be if it is less than 1 or I mean it will check the number id. Then I'll give like if somebody, I mean they will not enter that, so we'll give the
Alert.
yeah enter id proper message, else I mean I'll call this function. And now with this I'll pass id. So here also I'll take the id of my id. Till here, I mean, we are okay with it. Just, I mean, you are able to understand, right? So
Yeah.
I just took the btn delete but id, just taking the click event. Within that, I'm just taking the text box value, then checking whether it is, I mean, if it is empty or not a number, then it will give you some proper message.
Right.
If everything is okay, then it moves to navigates to the delete function. Okay. Then if it is, then we have to form URL. URL. Generally, we'll take page context info. Web absolute URL. I'm just forming the URL. It by title. I mean, we have to give dynamically.
Yeah.
So already common name was there from here, list name. So I'm just passing that. Then / items. I mean, in the items, I can give my ID. I got already ID from here. So taken from here. So my URL is ready. Then as usual, we have to take the Ajax call. I mean, we need to give the URL. That is first one. As I told you, the type for using delete or whatever create. For delete we need to use post. The content type is previously read or whatever it is common on the application by JSON and verbose OData. We'll take headers. Headers as usual will take accept. And request digest I'll give. This it will take from online, like whatever the value it is configured in the administration, then it comes to here. Request digest dot val. Generally it will give like 30 minutes. By default 30 minutes. If you administrator change rate, then it is based on our requirement. Match is completely, this is whether the whatever the ID is passed here, right? So you will get the ID and passed into items, right? It will check you in the SharePoint list whether the same ID is matching or not. If it is existing, it will check whether the ID is available or not. Okay. And the actual operation is XHTTP method. Here is the actual operation. So if the headers is okay, then we need to pass two methods, then two properties, that is success and failure. Error will take. Okay. If you observe here, everything is common. Only, the change is XHTTP method. Type is common, and here is all right. Only difference is both if match and XHTTP method. When you are reading it, you don't need it because I'm just taking all the based on the URL. So if you are deleting means it has to check whether the data is available, then which operation, then the success and failure, I'll write both functions. In the error same, just failed or something. So I just passed the ID into the URL. If everything is fine, then I'm passing it into headers. Within the header, I'm checking the ID whether this ID is exist or not. Then I'm doing the delete operation here. If success, I'm just giving the pop-up message. Otherwise, yeah, I just need to check whether, I mean, if it is failed, then I'll go for debugging. So we'll check it out. I'll just upload it into site assets. So I'm just updating this here. You can see here the path already I gave it. Delete operation not yes.
Yeah.
So now I need to take the path. And create a page. I'm just creating a web part page. Delete. Saving in site pages. Adding the content editor web part. Going to edit web part. Updating my HTML. Just stopping now. Button I didn't give any value, so it is coming. Just refreshing the updated code. Okay. I'll just check it out whether everything is okay. Checking the source. Okay. Syntax error. There is no syntax errors.
Yeah.
Let me see if any item is available. Movie ID details. I'm just taking the ID, just enabling the ID. One, two, three is there. I'll just take one now and debug it.
We no need to add the debugger.
Clicking on
Debugger.
the
Hello.
here we just go to inspect element, click on the source, and the left side you can see site assets. Just take the like the path is there, right? So whatever you gave the path,
Right.
you gave the path, right? JS file path
Yeah.
is the path. Site assets, movie details, delete operation.js. Same thing. Site assets, then movie details. Within that, JS file is available. Just click on it and just take the breakpoints wherever it is required. For moving one by one, just F10. This is the one. If it is calling internally the function, then F11. Direct breakpoint to breakpoint is F5. Play button.
Okay.
See now the value is 1. So I got the value. So it is not less than and not a number. So perfect. I got it here 1. Then I am going to F11. So it triggers the internal function. So MID is 1. Now I am taking the URL. I am checking the URL as well. What happened? Oh, it is missing a forward slash.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me check. It's failed already. Okay, it's updated. Again, I am going back to the debugger. Sources. Taking one only, delete item. F5 I am clicking. Okay. So if I just changed forward slash, so it is coming. Just a minute. Okay. So taking the breakpoints both, I mean wherever it is required. It is coming into the success.
Yes.
Let me see. It's deleted. So only thing here is pass the ID into items within the items.
Okay.
And second one is match is there or not. Then operation is delete.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, why we are using if match
So
for
the
that
problem here
ID?
is,
Yeah.
yeah, tell me, tell.
Yeah. Basically, if ID is match, then it
Yes.
will call that function, right?
Yes, yes. So here the problem is, I mean, you will pass the ID, right? So
Yeah.
whether it is available or not, that we
Okay.
have to check it.
Okay.
Any other queries? Vinith, you are clear or any?
And one question, that
Yeah.
request digest, what is the
Okay. Request digest is for session page
okay page
timeout.
session? Okay. And
So
default what timing
30
duration
minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Microsoft is providing 30 minutes,
Okay.
but as a administrator, like for the company, like if you they can select like based on the requirement, like they can just change it to 15 minutes. Some people they'll change to
Okay. Okay. Okay.
like
They
one
can
hour.
change.
Yeah, but
Okay.
default if they are not changing, then 30 minutes.
Okay. And
One
maximum
hour.
time
1 hour. 1 hour.
30 minutes is a default, and maximum we can
1
change
hour.
maximum 1 hour.
Best practice is not maximum. Best
Okay.
practice is 1 hour. They'll give you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The only thing is like whenever, I mean, generally we will see it in site assets part. We
Right.
will open here
Yes.
and we will work on the files, right? So we
Yes.
don't come generally. So
Okay.
if you cross 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
even if you upload, that fails automatically. Reason
Okay.
is like request digest value is already crossed.
Okay. Then we should refresh and then reload the
Yes, just reload the
right.
page,
Okay.
then update it again.
Okay.
Vinith, everything is clear? I think you are on mute.
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay. So the next one is like just update the list. I mean, based on the again, I mean, we will update it based on the ID only. So that's why I just kept it here only. Delete operation. Okay. Okay. What I'm doing is just taking the same table, whatever we have created. So like, I mean, I don't want to write it again. So
Okay.
text and drop down, everything is like same thing I'm taking.
Yeah, already there.
Yeah, just I'm changing it here. Okay, and I'm taking the update button, btn update,
Okay.
and writing based on the button id. Okay, so as usual, like we have to take the, if it is update and create, we need a list name, item type also. We have already item type yesterday, previous class we have formed the item type. I will
Yeah.
reuse that. This is the item type I'm taking. Okay, so initially I'm taking item type. Passing the list name, so I'll get the item type. I'll make this as common, so everywhere we can use it. So if it is real time situation, we'll do that. Then the next one is, I need id.
Yes.
So I have already choose. So first I got the id. Then I'll take the values one by one.
Yes.
M name equal to, next one is budget. So I'm taking the region. Initially, I'm just getting the data from the
Yes.
form. And status
Basis
of,
on the ID.
yes. Okay. So for ID, I'm just adding here. So all the values I got it. So now, as usual, I mean, since I mean, how we have created the create operation,
Right.
we formed the object, right? Same way, we will form the object like this. So we'll pass metadata. So I got the ID type already, item type. Then passing, I mean, I whatever the columns I have, those columns I'll pass it. I'm taking the ID of the columns. I mean internal ID. So this title. So title is M name. Next is movie budget. So that is M budget. Next one is region.
Yes.
Region. Next one is release status. M release M status. Title, budget, region, status. Yeah, four things I have taken, made it as a item as the object finally. So my data is with item.
Item.
So remaining things are common. Just need to take URL type, content type. I mean here I need to take data. So initially I have to take the URL. I mean I have to form the URL. So some people they will directly alert.ajax. So properties are almost common. Small changes will be there. I'll write it here. When wantedly I'm writing. Some people they'll write like this. Absolute URL plus underscore API web lists get by title name. Then items. As usual, I mean we just need to take ID. Then if URL is okay, then type again content type. These are all common only. Data we have to pass in JSON format. String. Here I have to pass item. My item is here. I'm passing this object to here. So entire data in the JSON format, I'm passing it to data. Create also we have done the same thing.
Yes.
Whatever delete we have done right, same thing. Headers is the difference finally. So request digest I have to pass. I'm just taking from the previous. So I'm just taking request digest, same thing like match also we have to take. And instead of delete we'll use, I mean if it is update we have to use merge. Only difference is this, merge. So next property is success. On success error, sorry. So I'm just calling the function, final function. So if sometimes I mean the ambiguity issue may come, like we may need to pass same name, so better you can call like this, maybe on success update,
Okay.
on error update. If any confusion are there, like you have already, like for example in this you have already this function, if you are confusing, I mean there is no ambiguity because within the, it will work within the block, right, JavaScript. So there is no problem locally, but the best way is like calling the function with the name, like meaningful name, then it will be good.
Okay.
Let's see. Just updating again. Just checking. Okay. Okay. So update operation. I'm giving the existing one too. Movie name Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Budget 5,000 to 10,000. JP in progress. AP to JP release status instead of complete, making in progress. Let's just inspect and go with the debug process. Yeah, I'll start from button update. Just clicking on button. Oh. It is coming empty.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Or maybe same name is there. TXT update ID. Reason is, I mean, above also one ID is there. So it is
Yes.
taking from the top.
Mm.
So it is failed already. Just checking whether code is updated or not. Okay.
Update.
So taking Spider-Man 3 7,000. Okay. Okay. Update again. Okay. Okay. Wrong ID I gave it. Okay. Budget name Spider-Man 3 7,000 region and status. Everything, whatever I gave it, it is appearing here.
Yes.
So then I have to check URL and data also. So data, I mean object also clear. Then I'll check my checking everything URL is proper. Okay, data is there. I'll take both. Okay, it is success. Okay, updated 3 7000 JP and in progress. Everything is updated. So in this situation, maybe you can clear these values if it is update. So you can clear like in the success after trial, or maybe write one function clear values. So values I'm making it as empty. So whenever, I mean, generally we will reset, we'll call it as, I mean, when we are updating or deleting, it is better to do that in clearing the value.
Yeah.
Just updating now. Clear values. Okay, I need to call this function here. Okay, just refreshing now. Okay, code is updated. Number 2, check clear 9 and not shut. Everything I'm just keeping like this. Everything is clear now.
Yeah.
So you can re-enter again the
Okay.
values. So this is how we'll do it. Only the difference is like again, for I mean we'll compare update with create, because create also will pass the values in data, same
Yes.
like this. Post type will do it. Since I mean if it is create, we don't need to match anything.
Okay.
But if it is update, you need to check whether the ID is available, and then the merge is the actual operation. Using merge, we will update it. If it is success, I mean these common. We'll compare delete and I mean the ID how we'll pass is like, I mean same thing like for update also. So any clarifications needed?
No.
No.
Okay. So maybe tomorrow we will do some real-time scenario. We will take real-time scenario
Okay.
and